going to start with incline simply because you need to pull his upper pec up a little bit more. I want to put a lot of stress on that so we can build it, and then also work the inner. From there, we'll just go to different little segments through the whole routine here. But we'll first start with incline, then we probably go a little decline, a little wide chest, and then some pec deck. But first of all, great. All right, if you notice, he's not doing it like a wide grip. He's trying to keep it nice and narrow, so he put most of the pressure on the pec and not so much on the delt. His elbows are slightly forward, so that also keeps it on the pec.
Sure.
Now, when his elbows are flaring out more, there's too much stress on your delt. You're more likely to tear or whatever. But here it's very safe.
And this is not a fly. This is not an incline fly.
Not a fly.
This is an incline press.
Yes.
You'll notice, obviously, he's got a slight angle. If you're looking straight on, his dumbbells are not straight. His hands are actually angled.
Right, because we're trying to keep it here, not too much on the delt.
Right.
Once he starts to angle his wrist here, it sort of flares up on him. But by him turning like this, it drops down, the elbows down, all the pressure on your pec.
Sure, and obviously the advantage of using dumbbells, if you wanted a straight grip, you just simply use a barbell.
Barbell, yeah.
Nice and tight. Good. Good. Squeeze it in. That's it. Squeeze it in. All here. Come on. Squeeze it. Come on. Rest on the elbow. Right here. There we go. Good. Those elbows. Good. Let's go front. Bring it and press. Good. Come on. Bring it and press. Good. One more rep. Here you go. Big rep. Big rep. Come on. Bring it. That's it. Good.
You'll notice that in the beginning, what happens, you're a little weak at that, position pushing because you're not used to it. You don't have the front delt or the tricep helping out so much.
Right.
Once you drop it down underneath, it's a lot more pec, and then once you get past the point, then it's your delt and tricep kicks in. But you're not using it. No matter what you do, you always have those tie-in muscles that's going to always be secondary and third muscles kicking in.
Sure, and we're always looking to isolate.
Better. And you don't need a lot of weight. We can drop our body below where we should be, and you get a much better stretch.
Sure. Now, I know you have a very unique way of using this piece of equipment, which obviously we're going to show right now with Adam.
Yeah, because normally this is above his head. Normally a fly is right across the pec, but we're trying to build this tie-in muscle to get it a lot stronger. So what we do, we drop below it, and look at the stretch he gets. He goes all the way out, and he let it stop, and then he goes down.
This
he
is
brings it and squeezes it to the center.
And this is a big-time stretch, as you can see.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got the right angle on here. You can see his arms are clearly almost behind his head.
Right.
He's getting a huge stretch. And on an exercise, you're going to want to dump a whole lot of weight on.
Oh, no, you can't use weight on this.
No, you're not looking to throw 3 plates on the side here. Not a power exercise, but a very great stretch. And obviously, he's using the machine. I'd assume that you cannot do this with dumbbells.
You can do a dumbbell, but much lighter. And what we do, we use the stop as a safety measure, so it don't allow you to go so far before it stops you, and then we push it back out. Yeah, there you go. Good set.
That's a tough one there. And I have seen you use dumbbells, but you wouldn't use them on a flat piece here.
Oh, no. We use them on an incline.
You use them on an incline.
Yeah, incline. Much better.
And a bigger safety issue.
Yeah.
Right. Do not try this at home on a flat bench with dumbbells. Trust me, you will leave both shoulders on the floor. So take heed to what Charles is saying. You have this piece of equipment. It's a great piece, as you can see. Didn't take a whole lot to get Adam going there. His chest is on fire right now.
Yeah, it's tight.
On
That's why
fire.
I try to stretch it out a little bit.
In fuego.
That's right.
Another unique aspect to this machine, Charles, is unlike a traditional fly, which you're hanging on the dumbbells this way, these handles are actually the opposite way.
We actually, I don't do my flies like this, simply because it puts too much stress on my joints.
Right.
When I take it this way, I don't feel it as much, but I get a much better stretch. But if I do this way, it drops back a little too far, and you can also feel that intense in here.
Sure. Probably a good shoulder saver, too. It's obviously shoulders.
Definitely.
We talk about it a lot when we're talking about bodybuilding, but you really have to save the shoulders because they get beat up on everything. Chest,
Every
back,
single movement,
arms,
they take
shoulders, they take a beating.
There you go. Notice the stretch. There you go. Kick it all the way out. Let it go all the way out first, all the way, now down. Now push up, now push it in. There you go. Good movement. There you go. All the way out, up and in. There you go. Good. Now if you want a better stretch than this, all you do is lower the racks. Lower them a little bit, and a deeper stretch.
This is something you can work your way down, obviously.
Right.
Doesn't seem like Adam needs too much more stretch right now. He's
No, this is perfect for him.
Perfect for him. Custom. Come on, Adam. That's a growing set. Come on.
There you go. Stay down, stay down. That's it. Now go. That's good. Come on, let it stretch out. Don't cut it short. Don't cut it short. Let it stretch out. Let it stretch, stretch. Now come on. Up and in. There you go. Do it again. Drop it out. Come on. Bring it up and squeeze. Squeeze across. Good. Come on. Two more. Two more. Come on. Bring it up and in. Last one. Last one. Come on. Up and in. Up and in. There you go. Good. Go to work.
Sure.
But we want to just hit chest. So
you're dropping the seat a little lower.
A little lower.
Obviously coming up a little higher on the chest.
Now he's going right across the pec. See? On the stretch part, go way up to the tie-in, look at the bottom, all pec. That's it, good. And you're also getting that pause every single time.
You can plainly see from the side there, obviously, where that's coming on his chest. It's right about low to chest level.
Right here.
Right. So if you were to draw a line across his chest and where he's hanging on to that, you can see how low he's got that.
That's it. Squeeze it out and hold the top. Squeeze it. That's it. That's it. Two more, just like that. Come on. One more. Good. If you notice, every time we use our heavy piece of equipment, we also go lighter as we start to get further into the workout. Because why? It's safety. This way we don't worry about him getting hurt. There's no injuries. There's nothing. I mean, he's just still all chest, and there's nothing other muscle working. So that's really good.
And the key is that it is all chest still, Charles. By obviously lightening it up or going by according to what you're seeing in Adam's workout, the last thing you want to do is keep going heavier as you go. All you're really going to do is to start involving secondary muscle groups. Yes. The triceps will start to take over when the chest starts to fail.
But then once the chest starts to fail, what happens? You're either going to injure that muscle by trying to push it even heavier. So you want to sort of back off no matter what. Yeah.
So you're still training chest.
Yes.
Once again, the emphasis on this piece is that the seat is very low, which obviously brings the grip very high. It's still coming across at that lower chest area, which is a good side and angle there, not square like you're hanging onto a bar.
It's the same angle we have when we do incline press.
That's right.
Makes it easy.
Modern day science. Okay, let's see what you got, Adam.